Oh, what a night. The Spurs won and the Lakers lost. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Oh my goodness, what a crazy turn of events this has been the last few weeks as the San Antonio Spurs have locked a spot in the play-in, and the Los Angeles Lakers, a team that was picked to win the NBA Finals, is not even going to make the playoffs. They're not even going to make the play-in. I mean, this is just what can I say? I mean, the Spurs are in and the Lakers out. This is like what more could this is like Christmas in April. Christmas in April. I gotta say, wow. Drop a comment down below, Spurs fans. Your thoughts on this season? Yes, it was very up and down. It was a roller coaster. But are you excited now that we're going to make the play-in? Hit that thumbs up if you like, support the channel, and subscribe for more Spurs content. And asterisk if there's any Lakers fans stopping in, your thoughts on this Los Angeles Lakers team? Is this the biggest bust in the history of the NBA? A team that was thought to win it all is now 17 games under 500 and not even going to make the play-in. Yes, there were injuries, but still, when you have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony in and out of your lineups here and there, you would think you'd win and at least be around 500. Just a crazy story. And let me just say, Spurs fans, I am so proud of the fight in our team. And yes, it has been a roller coaster. A lot of times we looked at the team and thought, wow, this team is terrible. Man, the last few weeks they've been coming together. Even without DeJounte Murray last night, they beat the Denver Nuggets, and Trey Jones is all of a sudden turn into this incredible point guard that I didn't think he had it in him. I can't say enough about our team, a team that many thought would finish in the bottom three of the Western Conference, and there they are sitting in the 10th spot with 34 wins. By the way, TSR said that the Spurs would win 32 to 36 games this year, and they might probably will hit that mark. 3 games left. I don't see them going 3-0, so I will nail my prediction. And if you haven't followed the Spurs team, they're a hot team right now. Yes, we've been playing some bad teams lately, but they have won seven of their last 8 games, and they were one Keldon Johnson layup away from an 8-game winning streak. Who is this Spurs team? Absolutely love it. And when you look at these two teams, and that's why I want to focus on San Antonio and LA. They're a rival, of course. We have two teams traveling in such opposite directions. We have the Los Angeles Lakers, an aging team with injured stars. You have the San Antonio Spurs with young, hungry players that have that edge, that have that eye of the tiger, that haven't won something before, that want something. And then you have the LA Lakers trying to buy a championship by bringing those guys in like James, Davis, Westbrook, and Anthony, none of which were drafted by the LA Lakers, all trades and free agents. And then you have the Spurs who are bringing in players who are, drafted players like DeJounte Murray, who made his first All-Star game this year. Our Batman, who needs a Robin. Does he have a Robin? Maybe he does in Keldon Johnson, another player drafted by us. Devin Vassell, Lonnie Walker, Josh Primo. The list goes on. And these two teams are just such polar opposites. When you look at the Spurs, I think there's one All-Star appearance on this entire roster. And the Lakers have, I think, over 50 between all their players. It's just, I absolutely can't stand the buy a championship mode that the Lakers did, and I'm personally happy that it's blown up in their face. When you look at 39% win percentage, it's just atrocious. Then you have our Spurs that are trying to build something, and I've said this many times on my channel. I appreciate what Giannis Antetokounmpo did with the Milwaukee Bucks. So much more. I'm not a Bucks fan. The fact he could have left for a bigger market for more money and said, I'm going to stay here and win a championship. And then he did. He won a championship in that small market. Didn't have to do the super team nonsense the Lakers are doing or that the Nets are doing and so forth and so on. He stayed in Milwaukee and won a championship. Will the Spurs be a championship team again at some point? I do feel we're maybe one and a half players away. What I mean by that is we do need a power forward. We need a legit four. A legit four in the starting lineup. I don't know if Jakob Poeltl's the guy at number 5. I do think DeJounte Murray is the guy at the 1 spot. I do think Keldon Johnson will be the guy at the 3 spot. 2 spot should be Devin Vassell. Does Josh Primo supersede him at some point at that spot? I don't know. But I'm talking fast because I'm pumped up, Spurs fans. I'm sorry, I'm pumped up. I did not expect this. I truly did not expect this. I had faith the team would play well this year. I thought they'd be a fun team. I knew Pop would get the record. I had no doubt in my mind Pop would get the record this year. Maybe I had a little doubt when they lost like 5 or 6 in a row. But I felt that would happen. I didn't feel like we would miss that. But to now have a chance to maybe do some damage in the play-in. You don't know what's going to happen any given Sunday. I've told you guys many times I'm a New York Giants fan, and the Eli Manning-led New York Giants beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 42 when the Patriots were 18-0. It was a David versus Goliath scenario, and David won. And right now, the San Antonio Spurs, they're David. They're the team that's not expected to do anything. You know what? That's not a bad thing either. The Los Angeles Lakers came into this season with all their players, all their future Hall of Famers, NBA champion expectation. And those are lofty, high expectations. Expectations for the Spurs? None. There's none. Just go out there and have fun and play Spurs basketball. No expectation. You can just play loose, and whatever happens, happens. This is an exciting time to be a Spurs fan. I've been saying that all year. Now with the play-in, plus we still have 3 first-round draft picks coming up in this draft. Now, if the Spurs lose their playing against Spurs fans, they will still have a lottery pick, and then it's going to be up to the balls to decide where we go. That came out wrong. And if we somehow make the playoffs, then we won't have a lottery pick. We'll have 3 late first round picks, which obviously we can certainly trade up. But that's the great thing. It's playing or playoffs, and we still have 3 picks. Or if they do miss the play-in, I'll root for them, but I won't be broken heart about it because I'll say, okay, we still have a lottery pick and a chance to get somebody to help mold this unit into a championship caliber team. So it's a win-win situation for the Spurs. No matter what happens from now on, it's a win-win. We're going to have plenty of draft picks, and we have a chance at the playoffs. So what happens in the playoffs? Hey, you never know. I saw the Denver Nuggets beat the Seattle Supersonics back in the 90s when that was not supposed to happen with Dikembe Mutombo versus Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. So anything can happen on any given Sunday. Then you have the Lakers team, have no draft picks. So where do they go? Don't know, don't care. Hopefully they stay right there, sitting at the bottom of the Western Conference. And I had to do a video on the Spurs. I had to do a quick video. I'm rambling. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I'm shocked with DeJounte Murray out. We beat the Nuggets last night. And people are going to say, oh, the Nuggets weren't trying. Look, Jokic was trying his butt off. No doubt he looked tired in the fourth quarter. That Nuggets team was just tired at the end. At least their star was. He took 31 shots, 35 shots, something ridiculous. 3 more games, and then we see what happens. We got a play-in. We got 3 draft picks. It's a good time to be a Spurs fan. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, and as always, go Spurs, go!